Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Baylor Bears and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. So Mississippi State's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. On the return, it's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense all over it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. Got some green grass. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He throws back to the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Caught. Could not make his way to the corner. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Flag way to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. A first down run on the doorstep. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Taylor wants to throw. Right side, it's Evans. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On third down, here's Bothwell. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third and long right here. He's changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
These guys aren't human aid. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Well, that was a big third down to get for the offense because their defense is gassed after that last drive, and they could not afford to fail and have to punt and put their defense back out on the field. So I know that wasn't a home run touchdown, but it's fine. You got the first down, and now your defense is breathing a little bit easier on the sideline.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
A strike downfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Enough to move the chains. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Flagway. Out wide left, it's Morris. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space. And
the Bears have their offense in high gear. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Bears send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Here's a give to Bothwell. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver working against zone coverage on the perimeter. He's able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the first.
The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll give it to Fluff. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Hits inside. It's Miller. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended
caught, and he's got room. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Driving forward, it's Miller. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and fired complete. At the 35, he's loose. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Throwing, Lagway. Under pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend it.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Making the adjustment on the play. Taylor wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. quarterback to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got a little grass. He's still on the move. A last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
And that's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the #1 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Clemson, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll run this play from the pistol. On first down, it's Bothwell again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Got a little space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Long way to go on second down. Taylor wants to throw. This time on target. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Making the adjustment. From the gun on third down. Snags it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They just keep firing. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Second down, gonna throw it. He's got an open man. Pull to the ground. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Keeps it on the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. They'll run it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
He'll take it himself. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. And the Bears have it with a first and 10. Takes off. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter.
Makes the grab in their space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Plows his way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears!
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires on the move. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Goes high to pull it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to throw one first. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Pass to 6. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And as a defensive guy,
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Running inside. It's Beal. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
you ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Lagway to pass. Finds his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Taylor wants to throw. Left side is Moore. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Snap it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. The give is to Miller. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal.
Got some room in it to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. They were all over it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Keeps it himself. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The handoff. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here we go again. Another big run over the 100-yard mark. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Defense, are you listening?
3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Fires to the right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Extending the play. Fires on the move. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Leave the clock. Get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's hit 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning you this game.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. First carry of the season. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Runs for the tackle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Moving to his left. He's going to run it. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the 1st down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shock.